I'm back. Did you miss me? Nah. All right, this is the Just Do It, part 2 series. So I want to start off with a quote from the late great Tupac. Let's change the way we eat. Let's change the way we live, and let's change the way we treat each other. Okay, so just recently, a good buddy asked me, why did I start doing this? Why? What motivated me to, go after the entrepreneur lifestyle, and what sparked the change? Because I obviously saw a change in, in my behavior. And I'm trying to keep it as frank as possible, as raw and dirty as possible. So let me kind of explain. Recently, earlier in this year, I think maybe April or maybe May, I was walking home a few blocks from my house, and I see 3 young adolescents, or 3 young adults, whatever, walking on the block, minding their business. And I looked down for maybe 2 seconds, and I heard like 4 pops, 4 shots ring out. And I'm like, whoa, not really having that much time to react. I look up, and I saw, a brother, shot, dead. And, and I just saw him. And it was just like, it was just crazy to see someone, be here 1 minute and then gone like just the next. It's just like, it's hard for the brain to fathom that. And, to hear the guy scream his name out, Jojo, 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 like over and over again, like in a shriek. I never forget that name. I'm not even good with names. I forget people's names just like that, but for some reason I cannot forget that name. And but it also just reminded me how short life is, and how, like, you can try to be as safe as possible. I feel like I always try to live a safe life, but it can come knocking at your doorsteps at any moment. So I knew I had to do something about that. I knew I needed to make some changes because, like I said, I got one life to live, and I need to see all my dreams come true. So, so that day, I didn't know what I was going to do, but I knew I needed to, make some changes in my life. All the shit that you've been putting behind, yeah, I was doing the same shit. And I just knew that I needed to, make some behavioral changes. And one was being inconsistent. I was consistent being inconsistent in life. So I just knew I needed to, somewhat change that. And I was already starting going down the health path, but, I was still pretty much inconsistent. So I just told myself I need to become consistent. Just let me become consistent at this one thing, and we'll go from there. So, I did become consistent at that, and sure enough, it led to me become consistent. Waking up at a certain time in the morning, which kind of leads to kind of like the main topic is basically putting yourself on a schedule to become consistent in your life. So, once I dedicated my life to health, I started to, cook, 90% of my meals. So that meant scheduling out my week. So, Sundays, Saturdays, I might have to go to the grocery store and, cook for, the next following week for lunch. So once again, I can, have a meal and not, not have to worry about eating so much processed food, which processed food is going to slow me down. And if I'm talking about, hustling, I'm talking about living this abundance life, I need all the energy I can, can take. And once again, I knew all of that processed food just wasn't good for me, and I just needed to let it go. So with that said, this is what, consistency, schedule looked like for me, or what was, this is what I kind of created for myself. And, this can maybe help somebody, might not help everybody, but it's kind of just shows you that, throughout the 24 hours, you need to be doing something, kind of productive or towards your goals, so maybe wake up at 3 to 4 a.m. to work out, 4 to 5, trade and finding my position for today, 6 a.m., walking and getting ready for work, leaving for work, and normally on my commute to work, I might read like a self-improvement book, or I might listen to a business podcast idea. So like I said, I'm always looking to self-improve, because that's the only way you grow in life, is by continuing to self-improve. Warren Buffett always talking about like how he's a lifetime learner, and I truly believe in order to be successful in this world, you definitely need to be a lifetime learner, and that comes in different forms. And so one of the forms is through education, self-improvement classes, all that in a nutshell. But another form of that self-improvement is also having a nice, abundant social life. And once you get on your grind and get on your purpose, that social life going also come. So every weekend, or you have something going on, and you're going to enjoy the activities a lot more, just because you knew, or how hard you worked that week, or leading up to that point. And like I said, you're going to just either enjoy the company more, or you're going to enjoy the event more, because like I said, you just know how hard or what you did to get there. So I kind of hope that answered his question in a nutshell. Once again, I saw a tragic death. It definitely it made me want to do something more with my life. It made me want to give back, and I know if I really want to give back, and I needed to be able to change other people's lives, and I'm not going to be changing anyone's lives if I'm doing the same thing that everyone else is doing. So I just knew at that point that in order to make my dreams come true, I was going to have to give it my all. And once again, once you do it, even every day go by, you're not at your goal. Once you gave it your all, you go to bed a happy man. And like I said, your life at that point feels complete. I no longer feel like you waiting for something to kind of complete your life. You actually feel like your life is completed. So anyway, I hope that answered your question, Gabe. And and if y'all like it, make sure y'all subscribe, share. If y'all have a question, leave a comment, and talk to y'all later. Adios, amigos. Whoa. Trying to clear my mind.